Okay, this is the front door, and we're coming in, and we do not have a doorbell because you have a front desk. You have a front door man, not a doorbell. Door person, concierge, closet, entry closet, air filter and thermostat, bathroom. Coming on along, kitchen. Refrigerators are beyond the scope of this inspection, but the water dispenser does work. I have to clean up a little water there. You might want to ask that the ice maker be operable when you take possession of the property. Oh, sorry, you got it. Okay. Might want to ask that. Just saying. And just like refrigerators are beyond the scope, I just got to say that refrigerators take heat, like from your eggs and your beer and your bacon and your cookie dough and all those neat things, and your ketchup, and it takes all the heat from those things and moves it to a more desirable location. It's not in here. So if you put your hands at the back of this refrigerator, you'll feel that it's very warm, and it's supposed to be because the heat has to go someplace that's more or less desirable. But we have a wine rack up here. And I'm just saying that if you store wine up there, I mean, you weren't asking for this. It's out of my wheelhouse. If I could just do my job, that should be enough. I get it. But I'm telling you, if you store your wine up there, it's going to turn into vinegar. That's all. There goes my preaching for the day. Hopefully. Hopefully that's my preaching for the day. Pardon me for the muffled sound. Thank you, Corona. I'm wearing a mask. I'm wearing gloves. I'm practicing protocol. This is not GFCI protected. I think we already mentioned that. We've mentioned these things. Lawn sprinkler, fire suppression systems. Okay, they're beyond the scope of this inspection. They're very reliable. So if you have a fire suppression system, then smoke alarms might not be necessary in locations where they otherwise would have been. That said, we do not have the smoke alarms are in the proper locations. I don't know why I brought that up. I just love to hear myself talk. That's what my wife tells me, and I believe her. This is the service door. It does have a self-closing spring. See that? Self-closing spring. As we come over here, self-closing springs, self-closing springs, self-closing springs. Because we want to separate all the neighbors. If a fire was to break out in one of your neighbors' apartments, or this apartment, I'm Mr. Fire. I think I'll just come out here and visit the neighbors. Everybody cool out here? I'm here to warm things up. So the spring should be adjusted as dragging on the floor. Make sure that the ice maker makes ice before taking possession of the property. This is the warmest air register right here, by the way. In the cooling cycle, when we're cooling, that's the warmest. And this is the which makes sense. It's closer to the indoor air handler, and this is the coolest one, right there. This is GFCI protected, just like this one, so it should have a little notice on it. And it's not supposed to be, when this home was built, this is perfectly copacetic, perfectly legal. The codes have changed in the last 5 years. So you shouldn't have an electric receptacle outlet underneath the countertop more than 6 inches. I use my iPhone 6, that's how old my phone is. I'm getting a new one this spring when they do the new chip and the new operating system and all the new stuff. But I use my iPhone 6, and that's farther back than 6 inches. And again, when this home was built, when this structure was built, when this house was built, it was perfectly copacetic. This is the secretary. Everything's working here. Here we are. Receptacle's working, receptacle's working. The receptacle's working. The lock works. This should be an in-use cover. In-use cover, kind of like a bubble cover. So you can plug stuff in and cover it. And you say, oh, well, it's kind of covered here. Kind of covered here, you know. So people argue about that. And hope springs eternal, but somebody thought this bug thing would actually work. But now it's been open like this and water's gotten in there, and now the GFCI does not work. The GFCI does not work on the patio receptacle out there. The latch doesn't work on the screen door. The latch does work on this door. Alright. Doors work. This is the only ceiling fan, but the ceiling fan's doing good. Door stops are beyond the scope of this inspection, but these are the only 2 door stops. All the rest of the door stops are missing or not in use. All the cabinets are working fine. Seem to be working fine for everybody. Sliding doors, for the most part. See that one? That's smooth, real smooth. Come over here in this one. He rolls, but he doesn't roll real good. This is telling me that you got fiber optic all the way to the router. So that should be blazing fast. We like that. We want blazing fast. These are fast times. We're getting heat. We're getting heat. We know the furnace works. Not the furnace, it's the heater, electric coil heater. We don't want heat today. We want cool. I'm going to set it about 74 degrees. If they have a problem with that, then well, I'm going to write on the report that I left it at 74 degrees. Fan works. And here's the thing. See this light fixture right here? See this light fixture right here? But that's not rated for a damp location. That's too close to the bathtub. Closer than 8 feet to the bathtub. If it's not rated for a damp location. And I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it. I've been wrong. We've already looked under here. We've already looked everywhere, actually. And like the video, was it the video before this one? But anyway, this really is the last video of the day, and I really do appreciate your business, and thank you very much. This is a nice little place. It's not my job to sell it to you. This door's a little out of square. Just kind of like, you know, trying to pick up some spares here. Things that aren't normally on the report. The big stuff's going to be on the report. More stuff is probably going to be on the report. But some of the stuff, this is the minutes, fit and finish. I'm more structural, mechanical, operational. I think we had some little water damage behind here one time. Moisture content and flooring is beyond the scope of this inspection. However, I got this fancy equipment. I think it's $24, the end cap at Lowe's. But it's there, and it helps me find things. So, let's me do just a little better job. That's good home inspection, not fantastic, incredible home inspection, although I strive for that. The moisture content in these floors is between 11 and 12%. And I don't know who the manufacturer is. I think it was 12 over here. There's 11 over here. I don't know who the manufacturer is, but a lot of manufacturers find that perfectly acceptable. Not every manufacturer. So there's that. Anyway, hear it?